friends, and welcome to another episode of Tried and Tested. Today we're going to be trying out the difference between cheap and expensive versions of different beauty tools. So this is the original beauty blender, and it's supposed to give you streak-free application with minimal product wastage, and this costs about $38 from Sephora. And this is a much cheaper version, some might say knockoff, and this is about $3 that we just got like online. So this comes with the soap to clean the beauty blender, and this just comes in a very minimal packaging. Here's how they look side by side, and texture-wise, this $3 one is a lot harder than the beauty blender. So I've heard about these like a lot. They're everywhere and everyone swears by them, but I've never used them before because generally I don't really use sponges because I find the cleaning to be a bit of a hassle, and if I do use them, I change the sponges quite frequently. So the idea of like using this and then throwing it away after 2-3 uses, it's a bit of a waste. It's very expensive. Now I'm going to apply foundation, so half with the beauty blender and half with the $3 blender. I just noticed that the application with the beauty blender was really fast. Like it just went like and it was done. And it's totally like streak free. It's definitely very easy to get into the corners. I kind of did a double take and like, is my foundation there? It's there, but it still leaves your skin looking like skin. So that means that it really blends it out really nicely and it doesn't leave too much product behind, but it still gives you the coverage that you need. Let's put this aside and we try the other side with the cheaper blender. Okay, so this one you can definitely feel the difference already. Like this applicator is much harder. The beauty blender molds into my face, like it follows the nooks and the crannies, whereas this one kind of like knocking on my face. So I used the same amount of foundation, but I feel like a lot of the foundation remained in this cheaper blender as opposed to on my face because I can still see the redness, and I've gone over a couple of times already, whereas like my foundation has done the job of my foundation on the other side. I get why people pay so much money for the beauty blender now. I would give it a 10 out of 10. Cheaper blender, 0 out of 10. Like, I don't see a point in using this, you know what I mean? If you just use your fingers, you get a better application. So the beauty blender, or the blender that looks like a beauty blender, definitely the original. These are eyelash applicators. This one costs about $40 and it comes preloaded with eyelashes, and this costs like $2. Kind of just looks like a different kind of tweezer. Alright, let's see if this warrants the price difference. First step, you're supposed to roll it until lashes begin to appear. Alright, so now I need to press this and hold it in place. So this closes in and holds the lash, and now I need to apply my glue. So once you apply it on your eye, you have to press this to release its hold. Now I'm going to put it on my lash. So the first one was actually pretty simple to apply. The lash is quite nice. Now I'm going to try apply a second lash and see how that goes. Oops. Uh-oh. Rolled it too much. Oh, go back. Oh no, sorry, I messed it up. It's like slanted. Sorry. I've actually already overrolled 2 of them and I feel I'm throwing away a lot of money. Because once you overroll, right, you can't wind it back. Really not much room for error here. Really don't think this is worth the money at all. Even if it's $10, I don't know if I'll use this because there's like 2 here already, right? I'm only doing half my eye. There's still at least another 1 or 2 more that I can go. Alrighty, now we try this $2 eyelash applicator. So instead of tweezers, where the tip is usually like quite small and narrow, this one is wider to hold the lashes. Okay, so these are my own lashes and this is like a half lash. There are many different types of like tweezers and eyelash applicators on the market. This one is alright. It's okay, it's a decent pair. I think that this Flirt thing looks super cute and it looked very effective in the video, but as I'm using it, I found the whole process slightly unnecessary. Like, you know, the whole rolling thing and then like closing it and then gluing and then opening, it was really way too much trouble. Even for beginners, I don't think this makes sense. And also, it's only got 44 lashes. That is very little. I gave up after 2 lashes and half my eye is not even filled. I would need at least another 2 more. So that's 4 lashes for 1 eye, 8 lashes per application. If I apply 5 times, that's 40 lashes and I have 4 left. And I lost 2. So I only had 1 each for my eye, and that's assuming that I get everything right the next time. And this thing costs about 40 Singapore dollars. And again, no refill! I'm sorry, I just think this is really overpriced. I would definitely recommend like the cheaper eyelash applicators because there are many variations of these, but they're still around the same price range and they're very effective. So I would rate Flirt a 0. And I would give this, okay, so this one, I'm not a huge fan. It's okay, I would give this a 5, but in general, there are many different types of these like tweezer applicator things that are very good. So I still prefer this bracket as opposed to this bracket. Now this is the original makeup eraser. It was about $30 from Sephora, and it's supposed to remove your makeup without any makeup remover, just warm water and the cloth, even like waterproof makeup and mascara. That sounds insane. With just a piece of cloth, really? So there are many cheaper versions claiming to do the same thing, and we got this for about $6. Let's take this out. It's very soft. It feels like a teddy bear. This doesn't feel like I'll wash anything off. This is the cheaper version, and it feels even softer. Oh my goodness, this feels so soft. I have a full face of makeup. I have foundation, I have eyeshadow, eyeliner, waterproof mascara, and to make it even more obvious, I'm going to use my waterproof eyeliner and draw my face. Okay, so I'm going to use the original cloth to remove one side. Whoa! Can't believe it's really coming off! Wow! This is like waterproof eyeliner, waterproof mascara, and it's coming right off. This is like a bit tougher on the waterproof mascara. The foundation just came right off. Brows disappeared in one swipe. Oh wow, this is amazing. Now let's try it with the cheaper makeup eraser. Oh whoa! That was really fast! So both of them did the job equally well. They were both pretty amazing. Like, it just came off so fast, it was very gentle on the skin, and it's really good for the environment because you just use a cloth and that's it. And you save so much money because you don't have to use makeup remover. I think they're both pretty much the same thing. They're both just microfiber cloths, and in fact, I think you can get even cheaper microfiber cloths out there. So the original makeup eraser was $30, this was $6, so which would I recommend? Obviously the $6 one, and on top of that, it was actually softer than the makeup eraser. So in terms of getting the job done, 10 for both. In terms of value, I would go with this one for sure. It's so nice to find something that's cheaper but works as well, if not better, than the expensive one. Yay! So this is a Tangle teaser. It's from Sephora. It costs about $30. And this is the hair bean. It costs about $5. So actually we reviewed this before on episode 44 and I gave it like a 9 out of 10. Like a very good rating, but now I want to see how they compare. Size-wise, the hair bean is bigger and lighter. Tangle teaser is more compact and a bit heavier. The Tangle teaser bristles are very bendy, whereas the hair bean bristles are a bit harder. Now I'm trying it out. I'm going to tangle my hair. Let's try out the Tangle teaser. You definitely don't feel the pain as much as if you're using a regular brush to untangle. Let's try our hair bean. Now that I've compared them side by side, I think we can see that the difference is quite apparent. The hair bean still gets the job done, and for about $5, I think that's a really good deal because like it didn't cause that much pain also, and it still detangled the hair. In terms of how well it did it, I think the Tangle teaser is the clear winner. It was very smooth and it was very fast. So after comparing the two, I would say Tangle teaser, I'll give it a 10. The hair bean, I would take it down a bit, like to an 8. Because it still gets the job done, it's just not as smooth. Which would I recommend? I think that this really depends on like your price point. If you're price sensitive, then maybe the hair bean. If you're not, then definitely the Tangle teaser because it really does the job really well. Also, the sound when I was untangling my hair, the hair bean does sound a bit scary. It sounds a bit more damaging than the Tangle teaser did. And we come to the end of the episode. Please go and download the Clicknetwork app because it's amazing and you get to watch all the videos 1 month before they go into YouTube. Till next time, go be beautiful.